Just for grace. Alrighty. Okay, so today we're going to do shoulders and shoulder opening. So you have a block, you can use a block, or I don't have my bolster or pillow, but anyway, we'll use the block. I'm going to do some chest opening and shoulder opening. But I got a new toy for myself. This is called a yoga wheel. This has been I've been playing around with it this week, and it's been really great for just opening up the chest. I got it on Amazon, or this one I got Dharma yoga wheel for about, I think, $40. They also sell a bunch of similar ones on Amazon. It's not like, so it's a moderate investment, but there's a lot of different things you can do with it. But the one thing that I've been doing every day, just like a few minutes a day, has been really effective, has just been opening up the shoulders this way. And going over the head, reaching, and then sticking your tailbone down and crawling the fingertips back. And this has been great. It's super effective in just opening up the mid-back and the shoulders. So something, that's my new toy. While we've been at home for, 6 months now. But today we're gonna, if you have a block, use a block. You can use any kind of object, or long pillow, probably something a little bit more solid than this. But we'll go ahead and start with a reclined position. Go ahead and put your block longwise, and if you don't have a block, that's okay. You can just lie down on the ground without a block. And we'll just start here. So lengthwise of the block is the top of the block is in between my shoulder blades all the way down my mid back, and just toss the arms overhead. Take your arms out into a V, and just let gravity open your chest, and we'll spend a few minutes here breathing. Or maybe we'll just take a nap and we won't tell anyone. How about that? So inhale, taking the time to breathe deeply, fully into the low belly. Inhale, filling up the low belly rise. Exhale. And just with every exhalation, allowing your elbows to get heavier and allowing your chest just to open with a bit of gravity, with a bit of help from gravity. The crown of the head is resting down onto the mat. So this is a supported heart opener, chest opener, kind of a passive pose. So the front of your chest is opening, the front of your shoulders. Because we spend so much time contracted, with the front of the body contracted. Just taking 3 to 5 more breaths here. Inhale and slowly, actually come and place the elbows down. So in this position, this is very, with your weight support on your elbows. I know on the blog, this is a variation of fish pose. So inhale slowly, and go ahead and slowly come on up and just feel kind of the openness in the front of the chest. Okay, and come onto your knees. Inhale. Interlace the fingers together, press the palms up towards the sky. Reach the arms back behind you, squeeze the inner thighs, and just open up the chest. Pull the elbows back behind your rib cage, tent the fingertips, roll the shoulders back and down, drop the head back, chest goes up towards the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, tuck the chin to your chest. And then big circles on the left side, open. Palm, hitchhike, thumbs up, palm faces up towards the sky, open, roll, open, and open. Big backstroke, like we're going swimming. We're going swimming, I don't know where, we're going swimming, but we're going swimming. I found a new app called Swimply. It's like the Airbnb for pools, where you can go and like rent people's private pools for like an hour. Other side, this is the right side, big backstrokes. which is would be totally great because it was so hot here in the Bay Area. But everything is smoky and hazy, so we can't go outside. So now we're just stuck inside. Big backstroke, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up to kneeling. Squeeze the inner thighs. So since you've got your block, when you camel, put the block in between your thighs and squeeze, toss the arms forward, up and back, open, 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 up through the chest. So thighs forward, hips forward, chest forward towards me. Inhale, come down. So thighs forward, hips forward, belly button forward, chest forward. The more you want to go back, the more you want to open, the more you squeeze your inner thighs and send those things towards me, is the deeper of the back bend. So thighs forward, hips forward, chest forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Toss. Forward, 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 forward. I know you can see my belly button now. And come on down. And forward. Thighs forward. Hips forward. Chest forward. And down. I'll come this way to the side so you can see forward, 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 camel, camel, camel. Maybe you place your hands on your waist. So squeeze the elbows together, squeeze the knees together, elbows together, knees together, forward, forward, forward. And press the hips forward, hips forward, hips forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And lift. Tiny sips of air. Tiny sips of air. Can you lift your sternum up higher? Keep squeezing more. The harder that you squeeze, the deeper your back bend, the deeper the chest opening. Squeeze your elbows. Squeeze your elbows. Inhale. And come on back down. Okay. So let's do this. If you are near a wall, let's go to the wall. If you have a wall, I'm gonna move this light here for a second. And we'll turn this. I have a wall. Kiona missed Hawaii, so she drew like a scene in palm trees from Hawaii so that we could pretend that my office is Hawaii. Okay, so find a wall and place your arms like goalposts. So like scarecrow goalpost arms. So your elbows are even with your shoulders, your elbows are 90 degrees. And just press your elbows back, opening up the chest. So we're building strength in our upper back muscles. And we're going to just slightly raise the elbows, but keeping our hands on the wall, and you're gonna feel this in your upper back. Because we're gonna strengthen the upper back, open the front of the chest. And you're just gonna lower the elbows 2 inches. Keeping the elbows, and you're just gonna stop at when your elbows are at shoulder height. Inhale, lift, like 3 inches. Keeping your back of the hand pressed against the wall. And lower back down to 90 degrees. And slowly lift up higher and lower. So in order, when we open up and when we find flexibility in the front of the chest, in order to do that, we have to strengthen the opposite muscles, and the opposite muscles are on the back, your upper back, right? So opening up the chest, finding flexibility means more open, but we need to strengthen our upper back muscles. And lift and lower and shake it out, shake it out. So you should feel that kind of all in your upper back area. All right, now we're gonna make the opposite. Let's see, we did this. So actually, let's go from here, from goalposts, squeezing your inner thigh, standing up nice and tall. And I'm gonna bring it down to 90 degrees. So my hands are at the same height as my elbows. You see that? Actually, we won't need the wall. We won't need the wall. Hands are the same height as elbows. Yeah. So from here, and bring it back up, but keeping your elbows. Yeah. And imagine the wall's behind you. You're gonna press like the back of the hand against the wall. You should feel that burn on the back of your arm. And come down to 90. And bring it back up. And come down to 90, like you're pressing a spring. So we're not just like flailing our arms. Oh, now we're doing a dance. So imagine you're pressing a spring down like this, and then you're releasing that spring. So there's that tension. We're pressing that spring down and releasing the spring slowly. Pressing the spring down and releasing it slowly, and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, okay. So now from there, from here, now pretend from here, now there's a tiny spring. There's a tiny spring, and we're gonna do tiny pulses. So we're at 90 here, and we're gonna do tiny pulses pressing down, like on the spring, like press, 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 press. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay. So from here, we inhale, reaching the arms back, back, back. So inhale tall, clasp, left hand, clasp your right wrist, side bend over, and rotate the chest up towards the sky. Stomp your right foot down, right pinky toe down, so you can stretch, stretch, stretch. And inhale, come back to center, clasp the other wrist, right hand clasp the left wrist, up and over, and twist. Rotate that left rib cage up towards the sky, stomp your left foot down, and reach, reach, reach. And shake it out. All right, so inhaling arms up. We're gonna take our arms and we're gonna send it diagonally back. So diagonally up and back and straighten them out. So squeeze the inner thighs and we're send them up like we're holding a big old platter. Or like, what's that god that holds, the Roman god that holds like the big earth? I guess is it Atlas? He holds like the big ball. So we're sending our arms way back, diagonally back behind us and straight, and then bring it back in front. Inhale, exhale. And we're gonna send the arms, so goalposts, and then send the arms diagonally back and up behind us. Like you're trying to thread your arms through. Way back, diagonally back. And then come back to center. And one more time, and then send the arms diagonally back, way, 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 way back. You should feel this kind of in your shoulders. You're finding the strength in your upper back to keep sending your hands, reaching them straight back, palms up towards the sky, reaching them diagonally back up towards the wall, up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. And come back to center. Okay, now we can do what I call a prana bath. Rotation, internal and external rotation of the shoulders. So pinkies to forearms, hold them and try to keep them together as long as possible. Over time, you'll be able to hold them together for longer. We'll take it over our head, keeping our forearms together as long as possible, bringing them over our head, flipping it so that your hands, back of the hands, so you make a little crown, straighten the arms up towards the sky, and then swim. Back to swimming. We're always swimming, right? Pinkies and forearms, scoop the water, keep the forearms together as much as you can as you lift it over your head. Flip so the back of the hands are together, a crown over the head. Press up and swim through chocolate pudding. Right, and together, up, flip, up towards the sky and swim away. Over, flip, up, and swim away. Scoop, up, flip, up, and swim away. Scoop, up, flip, up, and swim away. Scoop, up, flip, and swim away. One more. Scoop, up, flip, and swim away. And shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Let's see. All right, we'll come back down for camel. We can do camel, let's do camel kneeling. Back onto our knees. And with the block in between our knees, that helps us and remind us to engage through our inner thighs. That will help us in our back bend or chest opening. Inhale, tossing the arms up. Now that we have warmed up the front of our body and strengthened the back of our body, we'll open up to the chest. Inhale, exhale, come on down, inhale, exhale, open, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, open, inhale, exhale, inhale, open, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, open. Again, you can come back, squeeze the inner thighs, everything forward, thighs, belly button, hips, chest. You can come down and press your hips forward, squeeze the inner thighs, or you can tuck the toes and perhaps you go towards the heels. Again, more forward, belly button forward, chest forward, thighs forward, opening up, opening up, opening up to the chest. Less about tossing your head back, more about opening up through the shoulders, opening up through the front of the body, opening up through the chest. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Come back and neutralize through the spine. Okay. Now, we can come down and have a seat. Crab, tabletop, lots of different names for the same thing. It is a shoulder opener. So roll the shoulders back and down, plant the hands down, fingertips pointing towards the feet, and lift. Lift the hips up high. The higher that you lift your hips, the more opening in the front of the shoulders. So again, less about tossing your head back. That actually decreases your range of motion when you toss the head back. You can get more of a shoulder opening if you keep your chin tucked, lifting the hips up towards the sky. For 3. You can also put a block in between your knees and squeeze that to engage your inner thighs. 2 and 1, and come back and have a seat. And breathe and rest. And shake it out. All right, so we're gonna do 2 more rounds of tabletop. You can repeat the exact same thing or challenge or add something or challenge yourself. So roll the shoulders back and down. You can stay here in tabletop or you can extend one leg straight. Keep lifting up the hips up towards the sky. Again, this is a shoulder opener. The shoulder opener for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back down, have a seat. If you extended one leg, you want to extend the other, switch and extend the other leg, or you can stay in tabletop, roll the shoulders back and down, and lift, 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 hips up high, hips up high, hips up high, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back down. Both legs straight, or just repeat tabletop, roll the shoulders back and down, and lift, hips up high, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release, release. Now we're gonna go back to the wall for camel. We're gonna do a wall-assisted camel. So we will, remember we talked about the thighs and the belly button and the chest going forward. So we will bring ourselves to the wall. And having something really there, like as a target to press against, is also super helpful. So you can have your thighs, or block in between your thighs to help you engage through your inner thighs. You can come all the way up to the wall. And now you have something to press against. Your thighs forward, hips forward, knees forward, chest forward, and take camel with the reference of having the wall as a contact point to press against. Maybe you take your camel with your hands at your waist. Maybe you take camel with your hands at your heels. Opening up the chest here, squeeze your inner thighs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe you go deeper. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can repeat that again, or you can flip it around and do camel, walking camel down the wall, right? Or some variation there, where you take your arms out into a V. So here, same principle applies, the thighs forward, the hips forward, the knees forward. More things go forward the deeper your back bend. Inhale, toss the arms behind you, start out with your arms out in a V, touching the wall. Inhale. And maybe you walk yourself a little bit more forward. Maybe you go lower down the wall. Inhale. Here. So maybe each time you take camel, you can take a deeper opening. Every time you come up, ensure that you're using your core to bring you back up, so we're protecting the back at all times. Or maybe you're just here, you send your chest forward and you open, and your arms into a V and come back. Inhale, exhale, open, into a V, using your core strength, coming back, squeezing your block. Right, your middle, your inner thigh, midline of the body is the fifth muscle of the core, super important to help you protect the low back. And open, and come back. All right, so now we go with the front of the chest. Come into all fours. And a gentle front of the chest opening, float the right arm, thread it through underneath, drop the right ear and the right shoulder down. Left arm goes behind, roll the left shoulder open. This is a left shoulder opening as you press the back of the right arm to open. Take that left hand, crawl the left hand forward, forward, forward. Press the left palm down. Inhale and come back. Other side, float the left arm, thread it through. Oh. Float the right arm behind. Maybe your right hand finds the front of your left thigh. Roll. This is more about your right side, your right shoulder opens. Use the back of the left arm to twist open and press. Take your right arm over, reach overhead, and press down to twist. Twist, twist underneath your right arm. Inhale and come back to center. We'll take our block and we'll come back to where we started, which is a passive, essentially a passive back bend fish pose. Right, so in between the shoulder blade, drop the head down, toss the arms overhead into a V, opening of the chest. And inhale, slowly coming back up. Having a seat, tent the fingertips, roll the shoulders, and open up the chest. And lift, lift, lift. And release, and shake it out.